Hello students, welcome back to Alpha C-Learning Mathematics classes. Today we are going to discuss another type of progression, that is arithmetico-geometric progression. Arithmetico-geometric progression. The title is arithmetico-geometric progression. Geometric progression. It is simply called as AGP series. This is AGP series, right? Arithmetico-geometric progression, nothing but AGP series, right? Okay, what is meant by arithmetico-geometric progression? It is the sequence obtained by multiplying the corresponding terms of AP as well as GP. It is the sequence obtained by multiplying the terms of corresponding terms of AP and GP, right? For example, 1, 4, 7, 10, that is 13, etc. is an AP series, and 1x, x square, x cube, x power 4, etc. it is AP as well as it is GP. If you are multiplying the corresponding terms of AP and GP, you will get a new series, that is 1, 4x, 7x square, 10x cube, 13x power 4, etc. Right? As it is a AGP series. It is nothing but AGP series. So finally, AGP series means a series is said to be an AGP series if the terms of the sequence are obtained by multiplying the corresponding terms of AP as well as GP. Corresponding terms of AP as well as GP. Then this sequence is said to be arithmetico-geometric sequence or arithmetico-geometric progression. Right. Now coming to the general form of arithmetico-geometric progression. For example, A plus B, A plus 2B, A plus 3B, so on. A plus n minus 1 into D, E, etc. is an AP series. Arithmetic progression. And considering general form of arithmetic progression, and consider general another series, that is 1 R square, R cube, etc. R power n minus 1 is in GP. These are the terms of AP, these are the terms of GP. Now if you multiply the corresponding terms of AP and GP, you will get another series, that is A plus D into R, A plus 2D into R square, A plus 3D into R cube, etc. A plus n minus 1 into D into R power n minus 1, etc. You know, the resulting series is called arithmetico-geometric progression. This is the general form of AGP series. General form of AGP series, right? Okay. Next, the nth term of AGP series is AGP series is nothing but it is the product of the nth term of AP as well as the GP. You know, nth term of an AP is this one. That is A plus n minus 1 into D into nth term of GP is this one, that is R or n minus 1. It is the nth term of this general form of AGP. That is, of course, it is nothing but nth term. I am writing the nth term is this one, right? So this is the formula for nth term of AGP series. In this formula, A is the first term, N is the number of terms, D is the common difference of AP, R is the common ratio of GP, right? Now coming to the point, now we are going to calculate the sum to n terms of AGP series. There is a formula for sum to n terms of AGP series. Now we are going to derive that formula, right? Okay. Sum to n terms of an AGP series. Let Sn be the sum. Now Sn be the sum, or S is the sum of A plus D into R plus A plus 2D into R square plus so on. A plus n minus 1 into D into R power n minus 1. Right? is an AGP series. Now we are going to calculate the sum to n terms of this AGP series. I am considering n terms, right? Okay. Multiplying the same series with the common ratio of this AGP series. The common ratio is R, right? I am multiplying with the common ratio of GP of entire series, multiplying both sides. A into R plus A plus D into R square plus A plus 2D into R cube plus so on, A plus n minus 1 into D into R power n. R power n minus 1 into R becomes R power n. Now subtract this series. Suppose it is 1, it is 2. Then the next step is 1 minus 2. I am subtracting this. Right? That is 1 minus R into Sn is equal to Sn equal to A is single term. A is single term. I am subtracting the term, this term from this term. Then you will get AR gets cancelled. Dr is the only remains. Dr. Right? And we are taking the terms from this, and it is a single term. Dr. And 2dr square minus dr square is dr square plus dr cube, like that. You will get d. If you subtracting this one, you will get dr power n minus 1 terms. Dr power n minus 1. Right. If you subtract this term from this term, then you will get this. Right. You know, it is a GP series. GP series. Of course, if you are subtracting this term from this previous term, then you will get the remaining, this term is also there. A plus n minus 1 into D into R power n. It is R power n term. It is R power n minus 1 term. It is subtracted from the previous term of this term. Right? So it remains the same. Right. Now I am calculating the sum to n terms of the GP series using the formula. Sum to n terms of the GP series is A into 1 minus R power n by 1 minus R, where R is less than 1 case. Right. That is here A means dr into 1 minus R power n minus 1. Here R power n minus 1. Common ratio is R here, by 1 minus R using the same formula. Here first term is A and common ratio is R. So that's why A into 1 minus R power n minus 1. Here last term is n minus 1 by 1 minus R. Here n for n terms. We are calculating up to n terms. Here n minus 1. Right. Minus A minus of A plus n minus 1 into D into R power n is remaining term. Right. Okay. We have to calculate sum to n terms. That's why next term is A by 1 minus R plus dr into 1 minus R power n minus 1 by 1 minus R into 1 minus R whole square minus A plus D, A plus n minus 1 into D into R power n by 1 minus R. So this is the formula for sum to n terms of AGP series. Sum to n terms of AGP series. For this formula, obeys only when R is not equal to 1. Okay. If R equal to 1, then what happened? If R is equal to 1, then the series becomes AP series. Then the series becomes AP series. A plus D plus A plus D plus so on. In that case, sum to n terms is nothing but n by 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D is the formula for sum to n terms of AP series. It is becomes AP if R is equal to 1 case. R equal to 1 case. So this is a procedure to find the sum to n terms of an AGP series. Of course, it's a sum to n terms formula. And nth term of the formula is given by A plus n minus 1 into D into R power n minus 1. You know, it is a sum to, nth term of AGP. It is a formula for sum to n terms of AGP. Sum and nth term. So these are different formulas for AGP series. Now there is an interesting result. That is sum to infinite terms of AGP series. It is only for sum to n terms. Now we are going to calculate sum to infinite terms of AGP series. That is, its formula is obtained. You know, for some to n terms of AGP series, n tends to infinite. If n tends to infinite, then r power n minus 1 tends to also infinite. Of course, in sum to infinite terms, r restriction is mod r is less than 1 for sum to infinite terms. So this is the restriction. So when mod r is less than 1, then definitely r power n minus 1 is tends to 0 as n tends to infinite, and also r power n also tends to 0. Less than 1 quantity is always 0. Right. Now applying these cases for finding the sum to infinite terms of AGP series, that is S infinite is equal to, is the standard results, that is a by 1 minus r, a by 1 minus r plus d into r into 1 minus, it becomes 0 by 1 minus r whole square minus this entire term becomes 0. Why? Because r power n tends to 0. Therefore 0 into some finite term is 0. So finally sum to infinite terms is given by a by 1 minus r plus dr by 1 minus r whole square. Remember this formula, it is useful in calculating the numerical problems. Formula for sum to infinite terms of an AGP series. Of course, it is formula for sum to n terms. So always use procedure to calculate the sum to n terms of a AGP series. You can use directly the formula for sum to infinite terms for AGP series. For sum to infinite terms, the AGPC formula is a by 1 minus r plus d into r by 1 minus r whole square, where a is the first term of AP, r is the common ratio, and d is the common difference of AP. Right? Okay. Next, I will give you an example. This is about AGP series. AGP series. You know, once again, the AGP series means the sequence. A sequence is said to be an AGP series if the terms of the sequence are obtained by multiplying the corresponding terms of AP as well as GP. Right. This is the general form of AGP series. Formula for nth term and formula for sum to infinite terms of AGP series. Sorry, it is a sum to n terms. Sum to n terms. Right. Next, coming to the next point, I will give you an example for AGP series. AGP series, some numerical example problem. Right. The 1 plus 4x plus 7x square plus 10x cube plus some 13x power 4 plus so on. Observe that this sequence is a arithmetico-geometric progression because 1, 4, 7, 10, 1, 4, 7, 10, 13 is AP, common difference 3, common difference 3, common difference 3, common difference 3. Yes, it is AP, and 1 next 1 x square x cube etc. 1 x square x cube etc. is in GP with common ratio x. It is AP with common ratio, common difference D. Now we are going to calculate nth term of this AGP and the sum to n terms of AGP and also sum to infinite terms of AGP. We are calculating 3 different values, that is nth term, sum to n terms and sum to infinite terms. Right. First coming to nth term, you know, it is the AP series. We know the formula for n term of an AP is given by a plus n minus 1 into d, where a is the first term and n is the number of terms and d is the common difference. Now the nth term of this series is given by a means here 1 plus n minus 1 itself, and into d means 3, that is 3n minus 3 plus 1, that is 3n minus 2, minus 3 plus 1 minus 2, and it is the common nth term is given by nth term of GP series is given by r power n minus 1. Right, a is here 1, r is x, so this is x power n minus 1. X power n minus 1. So formula for nth term is product of these two terms Product of nth term of AP as well as GP gives the nth term of AGP. That is 3n minus 2 into x power n minus 1. You know, n is always natural number. Right? If you put n is equal to 1, you will get the first term. N is equal to 1, that is 3 minus 2, 1 into x power 0, that is 1. If you put n is equal to 2, 6 minus 2, 4 into x power 1, 4x, like that. Right? So nth term is 4. This is the procedure to find nth term. And now coming to sum to n terms. I am applying the procedure, not formula. Right? We are going to calculate sum to n terms. Let the series is given by 1 plus 4x plus 7x square plus 10x cube plus 13x power 4 plus so on. Right? Of course, nth term is nothing but 3n minus 2 into x power n minus 1. Right? We are going to calculate sum of all these terms. Now, multiplying with the common ratio of GP of the series. That is, common ratio is x here. X into s. I am multiplying with x on both sides. X plus 4x square plus 7x cube plus 10x power 4 plus so on. If you are multiplying this one, 3x minus 2 into x power n. You know, its before term is 3x minus 2 into x power n minus 1 plus 3x minus 2 into x power n. It is the last term after multiplying x on both sides. Now subtract these two. That is here 1 minus x of s is equal to 1 is ideal single term and 4x minus x, that is 3x, and put a bracket here because it forms a GP series. 3x, next 7x square minus 4x square, 3x square, etc. And it is nothing but again 3x cubes, 10x cube minus 7x cube, 3x cube, plus so on, plus so on. It is 3x, you know, it is 3n minus 2 into x power n minus 1 minus 3x minus 2 into x power n. Right, it is GP series. It is a GP series. Now I am calculating sum to n terms of the GP series. That is a into 1 minus r power n. R is here x power n. N means here 3n minus 1 by r minus 1. The 1 minus r. A into 1 minus r power n by 1 minus r. Right? And minus 3x minus 2 into x power n is as it is. Now sum to n terms is given by, sum to n terms is given by dividing with 1 minus x plus 3x into 1 minus x power n minus 1 by 1 minus x whole square and minus 3x minus 2 into x power n by 1 minus x. So this is a procedure to find the nth term of AGP series for a given question. Now go to, so sum to n terms is completed. Now procedure for sum to infinite terms. So sum to infinite terms, as you know, sum to infinite terms is nothing but, or you can apply the formula directly. The formula is sum to infinite terms of AGP series is given by a by 1 minus r plus d into r by 1 minus r whole square. Is the formula for sum to infinite terms of AGP. That is here a means 1 first term by 1 minus r means here common ratio x plus d means here common difference, that is 3 into r is again x by 1 minus x whole square. Or if you calculate the LCM part, that is 1 minus x whole square is LCM, here 1 minus x plus 3x, or it is 1 plus 2x by 1 minus x whole square. That is the value of sum to infinite terms of AGP series. Right? Or you can apply the n tends to infinite concept for this sum to n terms formula. You will get also the same answer. So that is the procedure for finding the nth term, sum to n terms, or sum to infinite terms of AGP series. Right? Okay, this is about AGP series. Right. Next, coming to another concept. Now we are going to discuss summation of series of some general sequences. summation of some series of natural numbers, summation of some series of natural numbers, right? You know, sum to first n natural numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus etc. up to n terms. Sum to first n natural numbers, it is also denoted with sigma n. N operates from 1 to n. Sum to first n natural numbers formula is given by the result n into n plus 1 by 2. N into n plus 1 by 2. You know, n is always natural number for these formulas, right? Next, sum to squares of first n natural numbers is given by, sum to squares of first n natural numbers is given by, that is sigma of n square, where n is equal to 1 to n. That value is given by sum to squares of first n natural numbers is given by n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6, right? Next, sum to cube of first n natural numbers, 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube plus 4 cube plus so on n cube is sigma n cube. N is equal to 1 to n. Sigma n cube formula is given by n square into n plus 1 whole square by 4. Or also it can be expressed in terms of sigma sum to first n natural numbers, that is sigma n whole square, where n is equal to 1 to n. If you squaring this one, you will get this result. So sigma, finally sigma n cube is nothing but sigma n whole square. There is a relation between the sum to first n natural numbers and the sum to cubes of first n natural numbers, right? Next, sum to fourth powers of natural numbers. Okay, 1 power 4 plus 2 power 4 plus 3 power 4 plus so on n power 4, nothing but sigma n power 4, n is equal to 1 to n is given by n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 into 3n square plus 3n minus 1 by 30. Minus 1 by 30. This is the formula for sum to fourth powers of natural numbers, first n natural numbers, right? Okay, and these are the standard results. So please remember these results: sigma n square, sigma n cube. We are using very frequently this series, right? Now coming to sum to first odd natural numbers, sum to first n even natural numbers. That is, suppose 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus so on. You know, these are the odd natural numbers. The general form of odd natural numbers is 2n minus 1, where n is a natural number. So the sum of these odd natural numbers is given by is sigma of 2n minus 1, where n is equal to 1 to n. You know, if I am simplifying this term, sigma of 2n minus 1 is can be written as 2 times of, I am applying distributing sigma to each term, sigma n minus sigma of 1, sigma of 1, right? You know, 2 into sigma n formula, sum to first n natural numbers formula is given by n into n plus 1 by 2 minus, you know, remember that sigma 1 means you are adding 1 n times, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus up to n times. So n times of 1 is nothing but n. So remember that sigma 1 is n, right? Sigma 1 is n here. 2 gets cancelled. N square plus n minus n. N square plus n minus n. That is plus n minus n gets cancelled. So the remaining is n square. That means finally sum to first odd natural number c is given by the formula n square. Sum to first odd natural number c is given by the result n square, right? And coming to sum to first n even natural numbers, sigma 1 is nothing but n, right? Sum to first n even natural numbers, that is 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus so on. You know, the general form of an even number is nothing but 2n, where n is a natural number, right? Right. General form, I mean, the sum of the first n even natural numbers, that is nothing but sigma of 2n, where n is equal to 1 to n. So I am modifying this result. that is sigma of 2n can be written as 2 times of sigma of n. That is 2 times of sigma n is nothing but again sum of the first and natural numbers n into n plus 1 by 2. N into n plus 1 by 2. 2 gets cancelled. That is n into n plus 1. Sum to first even natural numbers is given by n into n plus 1. N into n plus 1. Right? Okay. Right. We can also calculate the sum of the squares of the first odd natural numbers, sum of the squares of the first even natural numbers. So I am trying to calculate those results also, right? Sum of the squares of the first odd natural numbers, right? Sum of the squares of the first odd natural numbers is given by, that is 1 square plus 3 square plus 5 square plus etc. 2n minus 1 whole square. 2n minus 1 whole square. You can also calculate, this is nothing but sum of the squares of the first odd natural numbers. You know, this is nothing but sigma of 2n minus 1 whole square. N is equal to 1 to n. 1 to n. That is, you can write, expand the under sigma value, right? It is a minus 4 square. 4n square minus 4n plus 1, where n is equal to 1 to n. So you can distribute the sigma to each term, that is like this, 4 into sigma n is equal to 1 to n square minus 4 into sigma n plus sigma 1. As you know, this is the sum of the squares of the first and natural numbers, sum of the first and natural numbers, and sigma 1. Sigma 1 value is n. So if you substitute these results, you will get the sum of the squares of the first odd natural numbers. Right? It is not a formula, but it is a procedure to find the sum of the odd natural numbers. Right? Similarly, you can find the sum of the squares of the first even natural numbers also. 2 square plus 4 square plus 6 square plus so on. 2n whole square. You can write sigma 2n whole square, where n is equal to 1 to n. You can write 4 into 2 square is 4 into sigma of n square, where n is equal to 1 to n. This is 4 into, you know, it is a sigma n square. Sigma n square means sum to first squares of the first n natural numbers. That is nothing but n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6. So you can simplify this easily. So this is a procedure for finding the squares of the first and even natural numbers. Even natural numbers, right? Now I will give you some information about sigma notation. Sigma notation, that is the properties of sigma. You know, first one, sigma 1 is n, right? You know, sigma of 1 by n, where n is equal to 1 to n, it is not equal to sigma of 1. I mean, it is not equal to 1 by sigma of n. So don't write like this. It is not possible, right? In the similar manner, another sigma property. Suppose sigma of a power n, n is equal to 1 to n. Actually, this notation is a power 1 plus a. Sigma means summation. A power 1 plus a power 2 plus a cube plus etc. This is expansion, actual expansion, right? But don't write sigma of a power n, where n is equal to 1 to n, is not equal to a power sigma of n, n is equal to 1 to n. It is not equal, it is not correct. So don't write this type, right? So, and in general, a n square plus b n minus c, like this. Suppose if we apply the sigma for this expansion, n is equal to 1 to n. So you can distribute the sigma for each term like this and put constant outside, where a, b, c are constant here. A into sigma n square plus b into, right, it is n, sigma of b into n, and minus c, sigma c into sigma 1. Right? So this is the procedure to apply the sigma for each term. So these are some basic properties of sigma notation. You know, sigma means sum of. Sigma means sum of. We are using for product as product of r power n, where n is equal to 1 to n. You know, this notation is nothing but product of pi for product, sigma for summation. So this expansion is given by r power 1 into r square into r cube into like that. It is a product of up to r power n. So this is the notation for product. This is the notation for sigma. Sigma notation is summation, right? So this is about some series. We are going to see so many series like this, right? Next, coming to another concept, that is methods of differences. Methods of differences. Methods of differences. Methods of differences, right? For this, we will discuss to this topic, right? Okay, I will take some examples. For example, the series 2 plus 5 plus 10 plus 17 plus so on 17, right? Okay, and I will take another example. That is, the example is 5 plus 7 plus 13 plus 31 plus 85 plus so on. So I am taking two types of series. What is the title meaning? Methods of differences means this method is applied to calculate the sum to n terms or sum of the series if the difference of the successive terms of a series is in AP or in GP. Once again, the procedure of methods of differences is used to calculate sum to n terms of a sequence if the successive terms of the sequence are, if the difference of the successive terms of the sequence forms either in AP or in GP. Okay, we will discuss with examples of this concept. With examples. Once again, finally, methods of differences is used to find the summation of a sequence if the terms of the sequences, if the difference of the terms of the sequence is forms either AP or in GP, right? We will discuss with examples clearly. You know, right? 2 plus 5 plus 10 plus 17 plus, you know, the series forms neither AP nor GP nor HP nor AGP. This series does not forms either AP or GP or HP or AGP. But now, then in such cases, we are trying to apply the methods of differences to find the summation of this series. Right. Now the procedure is difference of 5 and 2. Successive terms difference is 3. Difference is 5. Difference is 7. Now, you know, the difference of these successive terms gives 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus etc. You know, these terms are in AP because the difference is 2. So, we can apply the methods of differences for this sequence to find the sum to n terms. So, the methods of differences is used to calculate the sum to n terms of a sequence if the successive terms of the sequence forms either AP or in GP. Because here the successive terms forms AP. That's why we can apply the methods of difference to find the sum to n terms of the series. Of course, coming to this series also, you know, it is also neither AP nor GP nor HP nor AGP. Then try to apply the methods of difference to calculate the summation if the successive terms of the sequence, if the successive terms difference sequence forms GP or AP. So now I am checking the successive difference of the difference between the successive terms. 7 minus 5, 2. 13 minus 7, 4. Sorry, it is 6. 13 minus 7, 6. And 31 minus 30, 31 minus 13, you know, that is right, 18, 18, etc. 2, 6, 8 is the successive difference values. 2, 6, 8, you know, it is GP because 6 minus 2, 3. 18 minus 6 is also 3. So common ratio is same. Therefore, this forms a GP series. We can apply the methods of differences for finding the summation of this series, right? Because the successive difference of the terms forms GP. Here the successive difference of the terms forms AP. So finally, methods of differences is used to calculate the summation of the given sequences if the terms of the sequences, that is the successive difference of the terms of the sequence, either forms AP or GP. Right. Now I am trying to calculate the sum of the sequence, sum of the terms of the sequence. Right. We will discuss this problem later. That is 5 plus 7 plus 13 plus 31 plus 85, etc. Right. Now coming to this question. Suppose you are going to calculate the summation of this series. Next, first always try to apply checking procedure for this sequence. It is forms either AP or GP or HP, okay, or AGP. If those sequences not satisfies the given series, then go to methods of difference. Right. So because the procedure to find the methods of differences is, let the sequence is with the nth term is Tn. Now general procedure. Always try to apply the procedure. There is no formula for some methods of differences. Right. Next, write the same series again by omitting the first place, by shifting the series. I am writing the same series in the second line by first place leave it. Okay, right? Same series 2, 5, 10 plus etc. It is shifting to nth term. Right? Same sequence I am writing here by shifting one term. It is 0, nothing here. Right? Now subtract this 0. S minus S 0. Right? This is 2 plus. Put a bracket here. 5 minus 2, 3. 10 minus 5, 5 plus 17 minus 10, 7 plus so on. You know, these are n minus up to this one. Here it is 0. 0 minus Tn is minus Tn. These are n minus 1 terms. These are n minus 1 terms because we are leaving one term. Right. Minus Tn, that is equal to plus Tn is 2 plus this forms an AP series because common difference 2. So this is AP series. Now we are going to calculate the value of this sequence. Of course, these are the sum to n minus 1 terms of AP. Sum to n minus 1 terms of AP. That means sum to n terms of AP is given by n by 2 of 2a plus n minus 1 into d is a formula for sum to n terms. Now we are going to calculate sum to n minus 1 terms. So put n minus 1 in this formula. Then you will get n minus 1 by 2 into 2a. A is here 3 plus n minus 1 minus 1 n minus 2 into common difference is 2 into 2. Right? That is n minus 1 by 2 of 6 plus 6 minus 4. That is 2. That is 2n plus 2. 2 gets cancelled, common term. That is n minus 1 into n plus 1. That is n square minus 1. So this total terms is n square minus 1. This total summation n square minus 1. Right? And finally n square minus 1 plus 2. This is n square plus 1 is the nth term. Now we are calculating only nth term of the sequence. We are calculating nth term. But you have to calculate sum to n terms of the sequence. Now we are going to calculate sum to n terms. You know, sum to n terms is nothing but sigma of nth term of the sequence, where n is equal to 1 to n. that is sigma of Tn. This is Tn value. That is, I am writing n square plus 1 here. N is equal to 1 to n. Right. Now apply the sigma for each term. That is sigma of n square plus sigma of 1. N square, n is equal to 1 to n. That is, n is equal to 1 to n. Sigma n square is given by n into n plus 1 into 2n plus 1 by 6 plus sigma 1 is given by n. So this is finally the result of sum to n terms of the sequence. Sum to n terms of the sequence. Right? Okay. Okay, right. Sum to n terms of the sequence. Right. Okay, clearly. Next, coming to this is a procedure to find the summation of the series by using methods of difference when the successive terms forms an AP series. So this is the first model, and there are two types of models here, AP as well as GP. Now we are going to next example. Right? Okay. Next, consider another example for methods of differences. Right. Sum of the series 5 plus 7 plus 13 plus 85 plus so on. Let the series be S. We have to calculate the sum to n terms. Let the nth term of the series be Tn. Right? Write the same. Because 7 minus 5, that is 2. 13 minus 7, 4, and right, 7 minus 5, 2. 13 minus 7, right? Here, sorry, it is also 31 is there here. 31 plus 85, etc. Right? 31 minus 13, it is nothing but 18. 13 minus 7 is, sorry, it is 6. 2, 6, 18, etc. This forms a GP series. This is GP series. So we can apply the procedure for methods of differences to find the summation. Right. Now the procedure is write the same series again by omitting the first place. That is 5 plus 7 plus 13 plus 31 plus so on and plus Tn, and subtract this series from each one. Subtract from first one. 5 plus put a bracket here. 7 minus 5, 2 plus 13 minus 7, 6 plus 31 minus 13, that is 18 plus etc. Right? And here n minus 1 terms minus Tn, and take minus Tn to the left side, it becomes Tn. 5 plus, it is a GP series. GP forms a GP. Now we are going to calculate sum to n terms of this sequence, that is GP 2 plus 6 plus 18 plus so on up to n minus 1 terms. Actually, the formula for sum to n terms is given by A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1 when R greater than 1. It is the formula for sum to n terms, but we are going to calculate n minus 1 terms. That is Sn minus 1 is given by A into R power n minus 1 by R minus 1. That is, here this series is given by A is here 2 into R means 3, common ratio is 3, 6 by 2, 3 power n minus 1 n minus 2. Right? N minus 2 minus 1. Here, right, n minus 2 minus 1 by here R minus 3 minus 1, that is 2. 2 gets cancelled. Right? So this is the value of sum to n terms. Of course, here 3 power n minus 1 is there. R power n. N means here n minus 1. Right? So now apply plus, I am writing the same result, 3 power n minus 1 minus 1. This is the value of this one. Right. 3 power n minus 1 plus 4 is the nth term. If you substitute n is equal to 1, nth term. If you substitute n is equal to 1, you will get 4 plus 1, 5. If n is equal to 2, that is 3 plus 4, 7. You can check the nth term is correct or not. Yes, our nth term is correct. Is the nth term of the sequence. Now coming to find the sum to n terms. Sum to n terms. That is, summation is nothing but sum of the n terms. So that is n is equal to 1 to n. That is sigma of, it is 3 power n minus 1 plus 4 is the nth term. N is equal to 1 to n. Right. That is, expand this one or apply the sigma for each term. 3 power n minus 1. N is equal to 1 to n and plus 4 into sigma of 1. Sigma of 1. That is, you can write the expansion of sigma for this one. That is, n is equal to 1. That is 3 power 0. 1 plus 3 square plus so on. 3 power n minus 1. I am expanding the sigma. Right? Plus 4 of n. Sigma 1 n is n. Now it is also GP. We are calculating sum to n terms of the GP series is given by, that is, the summation of this one is given by, again, a into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1. A is here 1, r power n. Here common ratio is 3. 3 power n minus 1, r power n minus 1. A into r power n minus, n is here n minus 1, r minus 1 minus. I am applying the formula a into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1. Right. That is 3 minus 1. A into r power n minus 1 by r minus 1. Right. That is, we are writing here the result is 3 power n minus 1 by 2 plus 4 into sigma. It is n. Nothing but. So this is the result. This is the result. So sum to n terms of the given sequence. So these are the two methods or two types under the methods of difference. So methods of difference concept is used to sequence in such sequence that successive terms difference is either forms AP or in GP. Right. Okay. Okay, students. We will go to some other models in the coming class. Right. Thank you.